first guest tonight is a very busy writer, producer, record label owner, and sneaker lover who, in her spare time, does some acting. She's the co-writer and star of Master of None Season 3, Moments in Love. It is available on Netflix now. Please say hello to Lena Waithe. It's very good to see you. How you doing?
I'm good.
You know what I was thinking about you last night as I was watching the show, and I was wondering, is it a lot of work to be this stylish? I mean, you come out with stuff, and you put it together, and it looks cool, and I wonder if it takes a lot of energy.
No.
No.
Not much.
Really?
You know, I just like, you know what, you know what it is? I try to be very intentional. Like, this is a black queer designer. This is by a black woman out of London. This is a cool brand called Savant. These are Fear of God. Like, I try to wear black and brown designers.
You do? And then they reach out to you, or do you search for them?
You know, it's a mix of both. I like what I like, and sometimes I befriend the designer, and that's always cool, because then they send you stuff.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I dress for comfort first and intentionality second, yeah.
One of the things that my wife and I were enjoying watching the show last night
Thank you for watching it, because I was gonna give you a hard time if you didn't. I told you, I was like, tell him to watch it, man.
In the show, you're not you, right? You know, so you're, you know, playing a character, obviously, but you wore the same clothes for, like, quite some time.
Yes, that was hard. I was like, can she switch it up? And they're like, no, this is the same day. I'm like, I understand, but I switch outfits, though. You know? I do that. And they were like, no, man, continuity. I'm like, okay.
Last time I saw you, I think, was when you were a contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yes.
And that was an interesting end, because you played it safe and you stopped at, how much money did you stop at?
Was it $125,000?
I think you were at the 125, but you stopped and collected the 64, right?
Yeah, because I was afraid of getting the question wrong.
Yeah.
And then my phone a friend gave me the right answer, and I didn't choose to believe her. And so therefore, when you told me what the answer was, I'm still ticked about it.
Yeah, because your phone a friend told you, and your friend who was there with you
Rishi, yeah.
Yeah, they both were in agreement, but you didn't want to risk it. And
no.
Cynthia Erivo was your phone a friend,
yeah,
actress, and afterwards, was she annoyed with you that you didn't
Absolutely.
Listen to her? She was, yeah.
Livid. You know, I was like, you didn't sound confident, you know? But I'm still happy we took some money away, but my plan is to come back and redeem myself.
$64,000 was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Solid amount of money.
Yeah, I can do better next time.
Do you have a strategy now? I felt like maybe you went to the lifelines too quickly.
I know, but look, I had to get you for the Seinfeld.
That's right. Oh, yeah, right.
Because it was like too white a show for me.
Is that right?
And I was just like, gosh, I'm not, you know, if it was a Friends question, I would have got in there, but yeah.
Wait a minute, Seinfeld is too white for you, but Friends isn't?
Friends is like a distant, you know, maybe a close second. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Friends is...
You're right, it's pretty white.
Friends
but then hold on, they had Aisha on there.
Uh-huh.
They had Gabrielle Union in there. Seinfeld, I don't know, maybe struggling.
Yeah, right, the Seinfeld. What are your favorite sitcoms of all time?
Of all time,
yeah.
You know, A Different World obviously is up there, you know, for me.
That's so funny because, and you named your production company Hillman, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hillman grad. After that, a fictitious HBCU that they attended. But, you know, but I also love Martin, you know, and I also love Good Times. I love the old school stuff. Love Friends, definitely.
Yeah, I remember, you love Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, man, Jennifer's the homie.
And you met Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, I met her at the morning show premiere. And I swear, you know how you see a president that's a former president, but you still got to call them Mr. President?
Yeah.
That's what it's like when she's out in the world. Like, there's like an assembly line of people just waiting to pay their respects. They bring in oils and sage and all kinds of stuff. I was just like, this is amazing. Like, what is happening? Like,
yes, people will actually fall unconscious when they see her. They go absolutely crazy.
Yeah. The morning show premiere was kind of nutty. I was like, man. But then I got to talk to her after. She's super chill and laid back and just such a lovely human.
Did you bring up Friends?
I did not.
You did not, yeah, okay.
You know, but I think that's sort of like...
Oh, the Friends reunion's coming, by the way.
It's coming up. It is. I'm going to watch it, but I tell the Friends cast this. They got to bring the heat, because Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion is like set the bar pretty high.
Right, yeah,
They
like
set
it was
the
like
bar.
emotional,
They
right?
brought the thunder. It was like a therapeutic session, childhood memories. Like, I just hope somebody from the Friends cast got something they want to get off their chest.
Yeah.
If not, I don't really know what we're doing here. Because Will was like, look, I got some things to straighten out, okay? And you're gonna watch me do it. And I was like, well, here we are. Let's go. Friends gotta come with something. We'll see.
Who knew there was so much tumult on the set of Fresh Prince at that time?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot going on. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know either. And then
They just switched the moms. That was cool back then.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, like, Black Twitter's gonna have something to say to you. They're gonna say, wait, what? What's going on?
Yeah, you can't just switch the moms.
You can't just switch the moms.
Yeah, they'd switch the dads on other shows too. Like they did on Bewitched.
Oh, they did.
Suddenly there was another Darren, and no one thought another guy named Dick. Two guys named Dick played two guys named Darren.
That's how it was. That's how it was back in the day. You
Yeah.
could literally, like, they did not care about your livelihood. They were like, look, we can cast somebody else and nobody will care.
That happened on the Hogan Family, I think, also.
It's ridiculous. Now you can't really get away with that.
Yeah, no, you
Now
can't.
you're gonna have conversations.
Yo, now what they'll do is they'll go in and they'll actually graphically edit you out of a show, so you never
my
were in the
God.
show in the first place.
You know what? I think I'd rather be recast.
I think so.
Like, keep me in the reruns at least. You know how it's weird where it's like on some seasons of like a show, it's like, oh, this is the mom. This is about fourth season. Oh, you're gonna get a different character, different actor playing the same character.
I don't know. You know, I was watching one of those old TV channels the other day. Did you know they went back through all the old episodes and replaced Bill Cosby with LeVar Burton? I was totally shocked. I couldn't believe it.
I didn't know that, but
Yeah,
you know
they
what?
did.
At least I can watch it again now.
Lena Waithe is here. Her show is Master of None, Moments in Love. We'll be right back.
Uh-oh. What's up, Shaka? Don't be mad, Shaka. You still mad at Patty? Uh-huh. I don't know when that for you gonna die. Yeah, there you go. I see you. I'm every chicken. It's all in you. Get it. Hey.
That is Lena Waithe and Chickens in season 3 of Master of None, Moments in Love. It is currently on Netflix. Was that your first time working with farm animals?
It was,
It
yeah.
was, yeah.
I was, like, surprisingly comfortable. I think Aziz was even surprised, too. He was like, you're so at home on this farm. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's in my roots. And I love that. I love that it's just natural. Like, that's all. It's definitely me ad-libbing and goofing around, but I think...
Did you name those chickens?
I did,
You
I did. Because they seem to be, like, wanting each other to get out of their space and wanting to own the spot they were on. And I said, oh, these are the divas. These are diva chickens. And so I was just like, oh, what's up, Shaka?
What were
What's up,
their names?
Patty?
Shaka and...
Shaka, Patty. I think we had a Gladys, and there was definitely a Tina in there.
Tina in there, yeah.
For sure.
And of course, you got the Whitney song at the end there.
Of course.
Yeah. You mentioned Aziz. Now, this show, it's because, I watched you guys on the first 2 seasons of Master of None. It might as well be a different show, right? I mean, other than Aziz being in it a little bit,
Yeah.
it's like, it's really a totally different feel. to the
Yeah, it's
show.
definitely a departure. And I think how I think of us as the show, like we're kind of like a band. You know what I'm saying? Like we came together for 2 albums and then went and did solo projects and then we came back together again. And I think what happened was myself, Aziz, we grew up a little bit. We had a little bit more life experience. And I think that's what the show represents. It's about who you are in your 20s as friends. It's very different than who you are when you're in your 30s and you're married. You sort of moved to, upstate New York and you're trying to build a family. You don't have as much time to hang out and spend time with your friends or balance. You're trying to figure out how to balance work and love. And so that's really what we wanted to get into because we wanted the show to kind of grow up with us. And I think we did just that.
You guys sat down and you wrote the show, and when you wrote it, did you say, we're going to make this primarily dramatic? This will be a love story, a story about a couple? I don't want to give too many details
We
away.
definitely didn't go into it thinking we would make it dramatic. I think we wanted it to be honest. I think we wanted to be a reflection of the conversations that Aziz and I were just having as friends. And he had been, he was in London doing what Aziz does, walking around in a tailored, pant and watching French movies. You know,
Eating
it's true.
things.
It's like, you know, it's true. He's very, you know, he's stylish and chill. He's thinking about things, and you know, and so he sent me some stuff that he was watching, and it was like these French movies that required a lot of patience to sit and get through. But he was like, I think we should try to do what they're doing, where you keep the camera still, you tell a very complicated story, and you leave it with more questions than answers. And I said, okay. Cool, you know, and so he sent me, you know, he sent me some scripts, and that's the quickest way to get me going. Where I started, you know, doing my pass, and we literally wrote 5 episodes and Moments in Love.
You guys did a great job with it. It really is. It's just like a pleasure to watch. It's beautifully directed as well.
He really stepped up. You know, Aziz directs all the 5 episodes, and I definitely think he was nervous because he was stepping into a space that he hadn't stepped into before. But I told him to trust himself, and I think he really did that. And he took a bunch of risks and took a bunch of swings, and I was right there with him. And we just got really vulnerable and weren't afraid to leave it all, you know, on the celluloid, because we shot on film, and we shot, you know, in London, but we're cheating it for upstate New York.
Oh, wow, that house that you were in is just
And the house
fantastic.
is a complete build. Everything you see in that house was built by Amy Williams, our amazing production designer. It was like we converted a mall into a stage, into a set. And when you see us outside, we went to a location to shoot that stuff. But everything you see is just me and Amy.
That was a mall?
It was a mall.
Oh, wow.
It was supposed to be a mall.
So there was like a hot dog on a stick and an orange Julius where that beautiful house is?
Every day I came to work, I was like, am I in high school right now? Like, what's happening? Am I going here after school? No, but it's like we would go to work into this big set, and we made it feel really intimate, and it was a phenomenal work experience. It was crazy.
Your other show, The Chi, is on Showtime right now.
Yes, The Chi.
What season is this of?
Season 4.
Season 4 of The
season.
Chi.
We're still here. They can't get us.
Do people in Chicago love having that? I mean, I know Chicago
think,
has a lot of shows, but that one's...
True.
Yeah.
I think Chicagoans are embracing us more. I think whenever you do a show about a city, somebody in that city gonna say, nah, not correct. You know, and we got a lot of that, you know, in the beginning.
I do that with Las Vegas all the time. I go, no,
you like,
not.
no, sadder, you know, but I think, you know, for, I think for Chicagoans, you know, we're very protective, we're very particular, and I think we finally gotten to a place with them where they're like, okay, cool. You know, so I'm like, I'll take it.
This is homegrown. We will accept it as ours.
Yes, it's nice.
I know you had a birthday, what, last week?
I did, May 17th. I turned 37.
37. All right, that's not a big birthday. It's not a... Did you have a thing, or is everything...
Well, here's the thing. I've been wanting to go to the movies for so long, because I can't do that anymore. And so luckily, my crew, a very special person in my life, rented out a theater, and we went and saw Bad Boys, a classic American film.
Oh, really? In the theater?
Yeah, man.
Is that your favorite movie?
Bad Boys, the first one, to me, is pretty perfect. It's just like it's because I think I wanted to be Mike Lowry, but was always Marcus. But it's literally where I get my personality, just sort of like between try to be cool, but really just the person that's afraid of dead bodies. But trying to be a cop.
I'd like to see the reunion. Oh, that would be a good reunion special, right? Will apologizes to whoever he was in Bad Boys with.
I know, it's like, look, those two reunite like every few years.
They do,
just to, you know, to relive those iconic characters, and I, for one, am grateful. I hope they keep doing it until they're looking at a retirement home.
Well, it's great to see you. Congratulations on everything you've got going on. Lena Waithe, everybody. Season 3 of Master of None. Moments in Love is on Netflix now, and Season 4 of The Chi, Sunday nights on Showtime. We'll be back with Kelvin Harrison Jr. If you like that video, click subscribe, and we'll be together until one of us dies.